Well, listen, let's get down to brass tacks. Our guest speaker just jumped on here, so let's get down to it. He's a community leader. He's also a fantastic father and son. Fantastic to his mother because his mother is number one lady in his life, and he's done a great job with his son. He's a health guru. He's also a Yoda for businesses. A Yoda, get it? A Yoda, a Yoda, a Yoda. I call him. Not everybody gets a Yoda. He's got a Yoda. His SV promotion was, to me, in my opinion, was the best SV promotion I ever seen. At his SVP promotion, I couldn't believe he had Marvin Sapp singing to us, and Les Brown was standing on stage next to him. It was the most incredible SVP promotion I ever seen, a promotion period. And with that said, can we give a round of applause to Senior Vice President, one and only Mr. Byron Nelson.
So I'm not going to talk long. I'm going to keep it short. Forgive me. I am in the middle of nowhere. I was looking for Wi-Fi. That was my challenge. So, but I'm here. God works it out. I'm here and I'm blessed and I'm happy and I'm honored and I'm grateful. And I would say more than anything else, I was just having this conversation earlier and it just, there's four, I call it, I was using it as a metaphor. Hopefully you guys can hear me clearly. Forgive the music. I'm at a Starbucks. I stopped. Um, but I was using it as far as the way God works, right? The way God works through us. And I was using a metaphor in one of my trainings this week, which really come down to apple pie. Now we all love apple pie. Even if you don't like apple pie, if you smelt apple pie, you would like apple pie. You'd be like, I don't like apple pie. Till you smelt some apple pie and you walk by, you're like, yeah, maybe you just get a little taste of it, right? And that's why I look at God's souffle of life. That's what I look at his what I call his gumbo. And in his gumbo, synonymous with God, the first thing that comes to mind is love, because love oversees everything. Love encompasses every word you can come up with, everything that you, all the way down to the passion of Christ on the cross. Regardless of what your denomination is or what your belief is, that's just what it is. Love gives you everything. But there's seasons that we have, right? And so no matter who on here would make some apple pie, we would all make it differently, right? Some of us would add a little cinnamon. Some of us would actually use brown sugar. Some could actually use honey. I know that Sam might infuse his with the little funny stuff and walk around with a smile like that all day. You can't smile like that all day and not smoke something. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying. But it's yeah, for those who don't know Sam, I'm totally kidding. He's one of the ultimate leaders on the planet. Please know that I'm a jokester. I don't want nobody to be like, yeah, Sam, Mr. Nelson said you. Who's this guy Al has on the call? But in that we have this apple pie. And my apple pie, like I've gotten many ribbons for doing my chicken soup. When I am sick, I will add extra turmeric, I'll add ginger, I'll add garlic, I'll add all the things, turmeric, everything that gets you healed. When I'm not sick, I just love a great chicken soup. It's more celery, it's more spinach. I may add some carrots and stuff like that. In this season of my life that I'm hoping many of you can relate to, it starts with love. I'm not going to go through all 10 of my ingredients. I'm going to save the other six for next Friday because I want to keep this short. But the four main ingredients that I'm living with right now: love, sacrifice, patience, and forgiveness. I'm going to say that again: love, sacrifice, patience, and forgiveness. Now, in each of these ingredients, what you got to understand is the way they work most, maximum usage, is when it's self imposed. You can't love anybody until you love yourself. You can't forgive anybody until you forgive yourself. Patience is everything in this season. We want everything right now. You got a pill to get rid of your headache. You got a pill when women get on their periods. You got a pill when you want to have a baby. You got a pill. Like, I wish they had a pill for you to get to SVP with an instant 50 customers. How about that? How about that part? Right? Here's a pill. Go get it done. Jesus. But we're going to pray for you. It's all good. But everybody wants everything right now. So we have to live in a state of understanding what patience will do for us and with us. And with that, right behind it, notice the order I'm putting it in: love, forgiveness, because you got to deal with self growth. I want you guys to get where I'm going with this, right? The self growth is the self love and the self forgiveness, and stop living in your rearview mirror. So when you stop, and one of the things I wrote in my book, because many of you guys know I'm deep into writing my book right now, is that emotions are a reflection of your past experiences. Emotions, because you can only have an emotion that's something that you've experienced before. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I'm happy. Oh, I'm excited. We're looking for new adventures here. So when you can get past the self-love and start to love everybody unconditionally as close to possible, which means you become a servant leader and you can forgive yourself without the guilt, the doubt, and I mean, we beat ourselves up off of a whole lot of things. We don't even need to go down the list. But that's a rearview mirror. God got you, gave you another day to do something amazing with. So now we get into, okay, I need patience. I need to set a course. We're into a new season. Spring just came. Everything is blooming. Birds are singing. My success being you, you being me being you, my success is waiting. Everything I've ever worked for is going to come to pass in the next 8 to 9 months. I'm going to give birth to my dream. I'm going to have the patience and go to work and carry my dream as if I'm pregnant. I'm not going to, everything I did do before, I can't do now. I can't drink the way I drank before. I can't smoke the way I smoked before. I can't run around the way I ran around before. I got different taste buds. Before I didn't like ice cream. Now I want ice cream in the middle of the night. Before I didn't like this. I need a seismic shift. And I'm going to have to shift with my dream. It's metaphorical. Are you guys with me so far? And I have to carry it the full turn. It's not that it's just shifting now and it's just in April. It's going to have to go all the way to the end of the year. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. 9 months. I'm going to have a January baby. I'm going to have a new 24. I'm going to give 9 months to this sacrifice, which comes behind my patience. I'm going to work. I'm going to work. This is what we're doing in this season. We're going to make us God's apple pie, God's gumbo. And I'm giving you the first 4 ingredients that are the most important, because no matter who you are, everybody has to have apples to make apple pie. That's my training for this morning. That's all you need for this morning, because you got to go grocery shopping. You're going to need a couple of pears, a couple of apples, a couple of patience. You're going to need a cup, maybe 2 cups of forgiveness, depending on what you've been through. 3 cups of love, maybe a teaspoon of forgiveness, depending on where you are, but a whole lot of patience. Don't forget the sacrifice. That might be the whole tin can right there, just holding everything in. I turn it over to you, Mr. Al Thomas. Thank you for having me this morning, and thank you for your patience this morning.